Hey, what's up, world? It's your boy G Shrimp, everybody favorite baby daddy, voice of the street, man. And today we're in Louisiana with it, y'all. So hit that like button, y'all. Subscribe to the channel, man, and let's get right into it, man. Look, I want to start by saying Happy Memorial Day, y'all. And I hope everybody that go out have a good time, and I hope you make it back home safely, y'all, because too many times we take it for granted that we going to make it back home. It's a lot of peoples go out here, y'all, and they don't never make it back home. You feel me? So I hope everybody make it back home, man. So hit that like button, y'all, and subscribe to the channel, and let's get right into it, man. Now we gonna be talking about the 10 inmates that escaped from the Parish jail down here in New Orleans, y'all. This is crazy, y'all. 10 inmates. How they did it, y'all. Some of you people that ain't ever been in jail, you can't visualize it. But I think I'm going to try to pull the picture up and show it for you on the thumbnail. They removed the sink. What they did is stop the toilet up. And then they took that whole metal sink out and snatched it out the wall. They had to have been working on this for a minute, y'all. And they snatched it out the wall and then was able to crawl through the big hole that was in the back. But how the fuck would you know it's a hole back there? That's how they know the maintenance man was involved, y'all, because I have been to jail a lot, and I wouldn't assume it's no motherfucking hole, no hole behind that sink. I would know there's some pipes back there. But I wouldn't think it's a hole big enough for not one, not two, not three, not 4, 5, but 10 damn inmates to fit through. You really had that knowledge that you was going to be able to get out by removing this sink? Somebody had to tell you what was on the other side of that wall. And do you know they arrested 7 people with connection with helping these people escape from the inside and on the outside, y'all. And they arrested 5. 5 inmates got caught already. They have been captured. They back in jail. It's 5 still on the run, y'all. Listen to this.
Local family is grieving the death of a man who hadn't been seen.
5 inmates have now been captured after escaping from a New Orleans jail last Friday. 5 others are still on the run. A lawyer for a maintenance worker accused of helping the inmates says they intentionally clogged the toilet so he would turn off the water, which then allowed them to remove the toilet and escape through a hole in the wall.
Nah, he got a lawyer already, y'all, because they just charged him. That's the maintenance man. They charged him because they like, he had to turn the water off for them to go through, y'all. And he did that, so they just put 2 and 2 together. Yeah, motherfucker, you helped them. Because how would they even know the water was off? You turned it off and you had to tell them. Now, they could have been pushing the sink and know, but they had to know what's going on, y'all. They locked up 4 women, too, y'all, that aid and assist them. When they got out, they had to have transportation to pick them up. Some of them, and I said 4 people, 4 women. These 4 women were already probably dating these inmates, y'all. And they just picked them up and shoo, went on about their business. And how they got caught up, I don't know. I could see how the people that worked there got pulled into it. But my thing is, who were these inmates that y'all would risk your job and your freedom to help them get out of jail? Did they have money like that? Or what would make you do that? Now, sometimes this happens a lot. Inmates fuck guards because it's nothing. Just like you go to work, y'all, and you end up sleeping with one of your co-workers. In this situation, some of the women end up sleeping with some of their co-workers, but some of them end up sleeping with the inmates. They sitting in the bubble all day watching these guys. And these guys lifting weight, their complexion coming back, you know, they looking good. You know, nigga come to her, say something slick every day. He jugging at her every day, and he making her laugh and blush Girl, you know, boy, if I went to jail, you'd be my woman already, man. Straight up, I don't care if you married out, man. I'm cuffing you. You better hope I don't get out this motherfucker no time soon. No time soon. You know, and it happens a lot, y'all. I have seen it. I have had a woman that was attracted to me in jail. I didn't never fuck with her. I fucked with her when I got out of jail, though. But she just was a co-worker, not a co-worker. She was a CO and just sat by my dorm. Now, I was in a dorm situation, y'all, where it's 20 of us in this dorm. And she sat by my dorm every night. And I would be cracking jokes and talking shit, right? She listening and she laughing. I'm watching her laugh, right? I'm like, because she's listening to the jokes and she... I'm like, damn, this bitch really be cracking up. So I just said one day, you know what? You be laughing. Hey, you have to stop paying for these jokes, man, straight up. Because you be out there, I be making your day. You got to bring me a pop or something, you know. Bring me a great pop or something. The next day, she brought a great pop, right? I'm like, damn, she listening. I knew she was listening because she laughing, right? So I tried it again. I'm like, damn, man. Boy, I would so love to have me a slice of pizza, man. Matter of fact, no, not no pizza, some chicken, man. Boy, I'd love to have a few pieces of chicken, man, from Kentucky. Next day, she come to work. Bam. She had the Kentucky, and she never talked to me, y'all. When she come to work to do her count, she would come in, do her count, set that shit on my bed and keep it moving and do her job and sit back down. So she's not violating really, you know, because you can bring food in. Technically, this is her lunch. They don't see her giving it to me or nothing like that. So I'm like, damn. So that went on for a minute, you know, and I guess she like this nigga, his sharp. He ain't saying nothing to me, but she know I'm listening. So she like, okay, well, this nigga asking for small things, that ain't nothing. But if he ever say something to me and front me off, I'ma shut him down. That's what she's thinking, right? I knew that, so I didn't never approach her. She approached me when I was getting ready to leave. She like, Jewett. I'm like, yeah. She said, you finna leave? I said, yeah, I'm finna get ready to go home. She like, damn, I'm gonna miss you, man. I'm gonna give you my number, woo, woo, woo. I'm like, alright. And this the first time we talked. She like, call me when you get out. So I'm like, alright. So this was way down there, what was it, in Vienna somewhere. Not Vienna, Vandalia. So they drop you off at the bus station so you can get on the bus and go home. So I went to McDonald's and I'm like, fuck it, I ain't finna leave. You know, I called her. I stayed with her like 5 days, y'all. Ooh, fuck the hell out that woman, 5 days. You know, and then she like, how long can you stay? I'm like, you know, I have to get down to the city sooner or later, you know. She like, yeah, I know you probably got people waiting on you. I'm like, yeah. And she like, yeah, well, I better let you go because I'm starting to get used to you being here. So we better end this right about now. I'm like, all right. You know, and she like, whenever you're down here or something, just give me a call, you know. And I'm like, we can still talk on the phone or something. She's like, oh, yeah, we can do that. That ain't nothing. I'm just talking about you being in my bed when I come home from work and all that shit. I'm getting used to that shit. I'm like, yeah, well, I ain't, because I got to go. I done delayed my time. I'm supposed to come home. My girl, like, I thought you was getting out Friday. No, it's going to be Monday and I'm changing stories and shit. And eventually, I got on that bus and got on up out of there, y'all. So this happened a lot. When I was in another jail, a woman was hitting on me. I was scared to fuck with her because I'm like, this is too many inmates here. I'm like, a nigga go tell. And plus, this little bitch was married. I wasn't even attracted to her. Little bitty short white lady. I wasn't attracted to her ass like that. You know, but she was nosy, stayed in my business, just watching and all that. And I think she got mad at me one time. That bitch wrote me a ticket. Ooh, I stopped talking to that bitch. I hate tickets, man. Because I'm the nigga with the money in jail. I buy all the goddamn food. I buy all the food. You can't write me no ticket, bitch. I want to be on 7-day commissary restriction. So she wrote me the ticket. And I said, you gonna write me a ticket for real? She like, yeah. I said, all right, well, give me 2 commissary slips, bitch. Yeah, I ain't calling her a bitch, but I'm just saying. I'm like, give me 2 commissary slips then. I went over there and spent $200 goddamn dollars, y'all. I took niggas with me. Come help me carry all this shit back. That shit, now, I ain't got to worry about going to the store, because guess what? I got enough groceries. She like, you was serious, huh? I'm like, did you write the ticket? She like, yeah. I said, okay, well, I was serious. Fuck you talking about? We got to eat. You know what I mean? We got to eat, man. Now, let me tell y'all another story, y'all, I heard. I want y'all to check this out and find out if it's true. Now, to my knowledge, right, I could take an educational guess. If you on trial, y'all, and you go to the stand, the lawyer have his witnesses he go call to the stand. So does the prosecuting attorney. You can just not walk in off the street and get in on the trial and say something and then leave. The motherfucker state's attorney, or your lawyer, be like a jack, y'all. I don't know who the fuck this is. I don't know what he finna say. No, he got a whole folder. No, Jack, he cannot go on the stand, and nor would the prosecuting attorney allow this. But I read a story or listened to a story today about the Diddy trial. They said Ice Cube showed up at the Diddy trial, y'all. He was not invited. They didn't expect him, and he just showed up. And they let him take the stand and tell a lot of shit, y'all. So they say. Ice Cube said this been going on for a minute. This is how they've been running Hollywood. You know, they got gatekeepers, and they said Diddy is one of the gatekeepers. They said everything will go right for you until you don't do something that they want you to do. Like they might want you, they might say, hey, Quincy Jones wants you to sleep in his room tonight. And you be like, no, I'm not sleeping in there. You know, I'm going to stay here, but I'm sleeping in the room with the other woman. So they like, no, you got to sleep in Quincy Jones' room. No, I'm not doing that. Now, all of a sudden, you had 3 movies on the table. Now they gone. You know, they was go put you in 4 commercials. Now they in the renege and they dry you up, y'all. They just dry you up. Stop booking you. Stop hiring you. The next, they say you going crazy. You difficult to deal with. You know, they blackball you, y'all. They blackball you. They say Quincy Jones is also one of the ringleaders. Oprah is involved. She be at Diddy parties too. And Ice Cube said the reason he did it and the reason he's speaking on this is because they did it to somebody he respect and love. And do you know that was Jamie Foxx? He said they start like, y'all remember the rumors about Jamie Foxx them playing basketball with naked men in the yard? That's shit that happened at Puffy House. But the fact that they probably wanted to play basketball naked. And come on, Jamie, go on, get naked, man, let's play. Grown ass men running around playing basketball naked. Really? Damn. And damn, the women that they get that will fuck, they drug them up and everybody fuck her. You know, think about the Kim Porter tapes. Have y'all read or listened to the Kim Porter tape, the book she wrote? Man, Diddy had everybody fucking her. Same way he did Cassidy, y'all. Everybody was fucking her. Kim Porter had a story so deep, y'all. She said when she was pregnant, they still was making her do it. And she said she would cry about it. When they said we go have a party, her freak out Diddy was so happy, like, everybody go want to sleep with you now, baby, before you have the baby. Tomorrow we go have a big party. And she said she cried herself to sleep because she knew tomorrow she was going to get gang banged by the inner circle. Him, Will Smith, and, just crazy shit, y'all. Ice Cube said he went to one of the parties, y'all. They picked him up in a limo. A black truck brother took him to a house way in the hills. He said when you come through the gate, it sounds like a prison where the gate closes at dum-dum. And he said the truck go all the way up there to get to the mansion. And he gets out, walking in, there's a guy there with a tray. No phones, man. You got to put your phone on here and go in the facility, right? He said you get in there, it's no music even playing. The lights is low, and you just walking in. You looking in rooms, different rooms. You got to find the party. He said he started seeing A-list celebrities that he knew, but they all looked like they was under a spell or off drugs or something, just zombied out. Some of them was just laying on the couch. One was laying on the couch, and the camera was right in his face, filming him. Ice Cube like, damn. He said he stayed a little while and he left. The next day he got something in the mail with pictures of him leaving and all this. That's to let him know, we sent you, we know what's going on with you. You didn't participate, but you better keep your mouth shut too, right? And I'm like, damn. And he said how they did Jamie. Jamie was supposed to get so many movies, and then they just started taking him away. Then they stopped trying to act like he was crazy. Then he had the big health scare. He said all that was by design to control a person. They say Quincy Jones is a big part of it. Oprah is a part of it. They say Ice Cube had a stack of folders and dates that he had highlighted of shit they have done to Jamie Foxx. And Jamie would confide in him a lot. So that's how he knew so much. And allegedly, he dropped all that shit on the judge and the jury. And it was put in the air. Said Puffy was just looking in space like, didn't say nothing. Ice Cube said he told him, and you ruined lives and you taped it. All for control and whatever they got going on. But he's saying people are upset with Diddy because nobody is too big or too small. And when Diddy started fucking with them people from that big liquor company he was signed to, they like, you know what, it's time to knock this nigga down. Fuck he mean? We hired you to advertise our liquor, and you telling us you want to buy into it? Who the fuck you think you are, nigga? You don't own this brand, we do. You work for us, motherfucker. When have anybody ever was hired for a commercial and then want a percent of the business? Puffy had did it so many times though. He thought they would go. These people didn't go. And then after he started having problems with them, then all these police issues started occurring. How they do everybody else. Take the opportunities away from you, which is how they did Jamie Foxx. And guess what? The same thing happened to him. I know he's sitting here like, God damn, I thought I was the head nigga in charge. I ran shit. They know I can keep a secret. I got everybody's secrets. And you mean they finna take that from me? Yeah. Yes. They probably was looking for one Pacific tape when they raided his house. One Pacific tape they probably was looking for. Got in there, all them other ones is extra. Now we go see what they go do with it. Now all this here, y'all, it sounds like just a messy person. What a man do in his bedroom shouldn't be illegal. You know, if anything, Cassie and all these people, they were willing participants. Even though they got high to do what they do, they still didn't holler rape or nothing like that. It ain't sex trafficking. He didn't send nobody. Them sex workers came in. They were sex workers already. They were paid and then they left. So they weren't hostage or they weren't sex trafficking. They were sex trafficking they damn self. They didn't have no boss. They worked for some company probably, but they was willing participants in this. Plus, they weren't just willing participants. They were paid participants in this. So we go see how it's going to turn out, y'all, man. So hit that like button, y'all. Subscribe to the channel, man. We go see how this going to turn out, man. You feel me? It's your boy G Shrimp, everybody. Faye Baby Daddy, voice of the street. I'm going to plant you now, dig you later. I'm out of here.